Hi everyone, in this video we're going to swatch and I'll give you my first impressions of Natasha Denona's brand new TRIOCHROME eyeshadow palette. This is a limited edition palette. It is available through Sephora. I'll put a link in the description box below to where you can find it if you end up wanting to purchase it, and a link to Rakuten so that you can get cash back if you do end up shopping online. So if you want to see what these colors really look like, how the TRIOCHROMEs come off, and whether you can actually see 3 different colors, this is the video for you. You can subscribe and follow Allura Beauty over on Instagram to be eligible for upcoming giveaways, including this month's mid-month PR giveaway, which will be posted in a few days. And of course, if you missed the last video, I created a full skincare routine at the most affordable prices using the best skincare options at those affordable price ranges. So I did both an AM and PM night routine for you. Please go check that video out if that interests you. All right, let's get to swatching Natasha Denona's new TRIOCHROME eyeshadow palette. This palette retails for $129, pretty typical of the expensive price range that Natasha Denona is at. It says this is a palette with 3 different pressed pigment multi-chrome shades in the center of each row, and they're complementary tones to complete a makeup look. As you can see, there are a total of 15 shades, and just 3 of those shades are supposed to be the multi-chrome colors. So here's what the outside of the palette looks like. It's kind of hard to tell in this light, but if you go over on Instagram, I posted a boomerang that shows the gradation of the colors a lot better. It's a purple to green kind of shift, very scarab-like. It's made out of very sturdy plastic material. It closes via a magnet, and you do get a large full-size mirror inside and the 15 pans. I do like that the names of each shade are printed permanently under each pan. And as always with my swatches, I apply first a layer of eyeshadow primer on the skin, a very light dusting of translucent powder, and then I will swatch these left to right with an actual eyeshadow brush to give you the most accurate view. The back of the palette does have these holes underneath each pan, so you can pop the palettes or the pans out if you wanted to by using, a needle or something that could fit in these openings. For the $129 price tag, the total amount of eyeshadow you're getting is 35.4 grams or 1.24 ounces. All right, first shade is Scrap. This is described as a matte, cool, dusty army green. Androdite, hopefully that's how you pronounce it. A matte pastel mint shade. Next is one of the multi-chromes or triochromes, Scarab, described as a golden green with a multi-chrome finish. Ion, a light chartreuse. This is a matte color. Vert. This is a green toned yellow. Again, matte finish. Next row starts with Naga. And this is a matte lilac. Manganese. Again, I think that's how you pronounce it. This is a deep eggplant. Again, matte color. Next up is Kinetic, described as a bronzed purple pink with a multi-chrome finish. Redox, described as a purple toned gray matte finish. And Tungsten, described as a muted wine. Don't think I would agree with that shade. It's a deeper lilac color or lavender shade, matte finish. Last row, Vertex. This is a cream beige, matte finish. Plutonium, a mustard yellow, matte finish. Color Flip, described as a green purple, the multi-chrome finish. Garmin. It's a deep rosy brown, the matte finish. And Diatonic, described as a soft peach, the matte finish. All right, there are your 15 eyeshadow shades from the TRIOCHROME palette. Here's a look up close. Then I'm gonna try to concentrate on those multi-chrome finish shades in just a second. All of these have wonderful intense pigmentation. All of them are very uniformly smooth on the skin. So I'm impressed by the formulation, the swatches. So I'm just going to zoom you in and try to show you, especially with the light down here, kind of the difference in different colors that you can get and finishes. This one is mainly more of like a jade green and a hunter green with gold. Those are kind of the three predominant shades that I see. This is Scarab. And then moving to Kinetic, I do see that purple there, but I honestly don't really see that much dimensionality to this particular shade. I do see kind of like a brown tone in some flashes, but I don't see really a third tone in there. And then Color Flip, I do see the purple very clearly, and from this angle coming in here, maybe you can probably see it on the lower portion here where the light is hitting, this more brown toned, maybe like a hint of a greeny brown in some angles and lights. So I'll break my analysis or first impressions up into two different questions. The first of which, do I think that this is a high quality eyeshadow palette? Yes. I don't think there's really any question that the formulation on these shadows is superior. It's buttery soft and smooth. They are even in texture, even with quite odd colorations like the chartreuse and those mustard yellows, which can oftentimes be much more difficult to get the pigment in the shadow to be even on the skin. They seem to swatch very well. And likewise with the three metallic shades or TRIOCHROME multi-chrome shades. Very smooth, very pigmented, very even on the skin, very nice texture to the formula. But the second question is this worth the $129 price tag? And in some senses, I can't answer that question because it's a completely personal question, but I think in my opinion, it's not worth that much money. First of all, I'm pretty disappointed that you're calling it a TRIOCHROME palette, but you only have 3 multi-chrome, quote unquote, shades. That doesn't make sense to me. This should be more predominantly a palette with multi-chrome shades and then a smattering of matte shades to balance them out and to complete a look that's predominantly metallic and multi-chrome. But Natasha Denona has chosen to do it completely the other way around. This is basically a matte palette with just 3 accenting metallic shades. So that I think is quite disappointing. And furthermore, the 3 quote-unquote multi-chrome shades, I don't think they're true to that name. I don't even think they're trio or tri-chromed shades, with the exception of the first one, maybe the third one, if you really look closely in different light angles. But these are shades that are mostly just metallic or maybe duochrome, and you can find these kinds of shades in other brands that are much more affordable without having to spend $129. So unfortunately, although I have no criticisms really of the quality and the formulation, I don't think it's worth the price tag because I don't think the palette lives up to the actual name and what people probably want when they think of a TRIOCHROME, tri-chrome, multi-chrome offering of shades in a palette. So those are my thoughts. I will continue to test the palette out. I'll probably do a look for with it in this month's What's New in Beauty video, which will come out, like I said, in a few days, which will also have a bunch of items to give away for you if you are following on Instagram and are a subscriber. So stay tuned for that. And if I have any further comments, or changed opinions, I will definitely share those with you in that video. So please leave me a comment on your thoughts in the comment section below. Any comments, criticisms, thoughts on the palette. If you liked the video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And as always, I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next video.